Have you ever wondered what separates a good young player from a future champion? Sometimes it isn't the biggest trophy or the highest ranking. Sometimes it's one unforgettable week that changes everything. And right now, Alex Eala is living exactly that moment. After producing one of the biggest victories of her career to reach the Washington DC Open Quarterfinals, the 20-year-old Filipina sensation now stands just one win away from another historic milestone. But standing between her and the semifinals is one of the toughest competitors on the WTA Tour, former world number 3 Elina Svitolina. The question everyone is asking today is simple. Can Alex Eala continue her dream run, or will Svitolina's experience finally stop the rising star from the Philippines? Over the last few weeks, Alex Eala has completely changed the conversation surrounding her career. Not long ago, many people still described her as a promising young talent with huge potential. Today, that description no longer feels accurate. She's proving on the court that she belongs among the world's best players. Every match she wins adds another chapter to what is becoming one of the most exciting stories in women's tennis. Her latest victory was another reminder of just how quickly she is improving. Facing defending champion Leylah Fernandez was never expected to be easy. Fernandez knows these courts well and has built a reputation as one of the toughest fighters on tour, yet Alex never allowed the occasion to overwhelm her. She stayed patient, trusted her game, and produced another mature performance under pressure. That victory was much bigger than simply reaching another quarterfinal. It made Alex Eala the first Filipina in history to reach the quarterfinals of the Washington DC Open, another milestone that continues to inspire millions of tennis fans back home. Every tournament seems to bring another historic first, and the list keeps getting longer. The confidence surrounding Alex has never been higher. Since her breakthrough performances earlier this season, she has continued proving that her success is no coincidence. Whether the surface is grass or hard court, she continues finding ways to compete with experienced players who have spent years inside the world's elite. Now comes perhaps her biggest challenge of the tournament. Across the net will be Elina Svitolina, one of the most respected players in women's tennis. She is a former world number 3, a multiple-time Grand Slam semifinalist, and a player known for incredible consistency, defensive skills, and mental toughness. Even after years at the top level, Svitolina remains one of the hardest opponents to break down because she rarely gives away free points. She has built her entire career on discipline. She forces opponents to earn every single point, extending rallies until they become physically and mentally exhausting. Many aggressive players lose patience against her and begin making mistakes. That is exactly what Svitolina hopes will happen again today. But Alex Eala is not the same player she was a year ago. One of the biggest improvements in her game has been her patience. Instead of rushing for winners, she now constructs points intelligently, waiting for the right opportunity before attacking. Her movement has improved dramatically and her confidence has grown with every big victory. Perhaps the most encouraging sign is her mentality. During difficult moments, she refuses to panic. Even when momentum shifts against her, she continues believing in her tennis. That quality was on full display during her comeback victories earlier this season and has become one of her greatest strengths. Interestingly, these two players have already faced each other once before. Earlier this season in Berlin, Alex Eala stunned Svitolina with an impressive straight-set victory. That result surprised many tennis fans because defeating such an experienced champion is never easy. More importantly, it proved that Alex already knows she can beat Svitolina on one of the biggest stages. Of course, every match tells a different story. Svitolina will arrive fully prepared, knowing exactly what happened during their previous meeting. She understands Alex's strengths much better now and will undoubtedly adjust her tactics. That makes today's match even more fascinating. For Alex, this is not just another opportunity to reach a semifinal. It is another chance to prove that her previous victory over Svitolina was no accident. If she can defeat the Ukrainian star once again, the entire tennis world will have no choice but to recognize her as one of the most dangerous young players on the WTA Tour. The tactical battle could decide everything. Alex will likely try to control points early with her aggressive baseline game, using her powerful forehand to push Svitolina behind the baseline. When she plays with confidence, she is capable of hitting winners from both wings and taking time away from her opponents. Svitolina, meanwhile, will attempt to slow the rhythm. She thrives in long exchanges and wants every rally to become a physical contest. Her ability to retrieve difficult balls often frustrates aggressive opponents into taking unnecessary risks. That means shot selection will be absolutely critical. If Alex remains patient while choosing the right moments to attack, she has every chance of repeating her earlier success. Serving will also play a huge role. Against a player like Svitolina, holding serve consistently reduces pressure and allows confidence to build throughout the match. Any stretch of consecutive service holds could quickly shift momentum in Alex's favor. There is another important factor that cannot be ignored. Momentum. Right now, Alex Eala is playing some of the best tennis of her career. Every victory increases her belief, and belief is incredibly powerful in professional sports. Players performing with confidence often produce shots they might never attempt during periods of doubt. That confidence can become contagious. Fans begin believing. Commentators begin believing. Even opponents begin recognizing that something special is happening. For Filipino supporters around the world, today's match carries enormous significance. Millions will once again wake up early or stay awake late just to watch another chapter in Alex's incredible journey. Every point will matter. Every break point will feel like match point. Every winner will bring celebrations across the Philippines. The atmosphere surrounding her continues growing with every tournament. Children are discovering tennis because of her achievements. Young athletes now have someone proving that players from the Philippines can compete with the world's very best. That may become her greatest legacy of all. Of course, Svitolina will not make anything easy. Champions never do. She has experienced countless pressure matches throughout her career and understands exactly how to manage difficult situations. If Alex wants another historic victory, she must maintain the same focus that carried her through earlier rounds. One lapse in concentration could change everything. But if recent performances have taught us anything, it is that Alex Eala embraces these moments rather than fears them. She has repeatedly shown remarkable maturity despite her young age. Instead of shrinking under pressure, she often raises her level when the stakes become highest. That is one reason so many experts now believe her rise is only beginning. Regardless of today's result, Alex Eala has already announced herself as one of the brightest young stars in world tennis. However, another victory would elevate her story to an entirely new level. A place in the semifinals would continue her